little later in the afternoon. It was about 1:30, 2 o'clock, and the sub shop was shut. Couldn't get a sandwich. He was like, well, what the hell's up with that? That's kind of weird. It's not that far after lunchtime. Outside the sub shop, and there was a lot of foot traffic, people going back and forth, and there were a lot of people looking at the sub shop like, hey, I wanted a damn sandwich. What's up with that? But there was a guy holding out leaflets saying, hey, if you want something to eat, there's a pizza shop round the corner. And he was giving out leaflets for it right in front of the sub shop. So all that traffic was going past there. They were, if pardon the pun, they were hungry. There's a hungry market right there. And this guy said, hey, here's your answer. And he gave them a leaflet for a pizza shop half a block away. He was standing in front of his traffic, his customers, letting them know where he was. And that's exactly what you do with marketing and what you should do with marketing. So, that's a nice little story, a nice little analogy, but hopefully that will help you understand. If you can stand in front of your customers, tell them where you are, hey, you're going to succeed. And you need to understand what your customer expects from you. If you can really understand what your customer expects and meet that demand, give them what they want and over-deliver, you're going to have a customer for life. And by developing relationships with your customers, you make sure you cultivate long-term customers who keep coming back. You get word-of-mouth recommendations. Very, very powerful. But you want to build a very strong relationship with all of your customers. And by doing that, by really answering their needs, understanding what they want and giving it to them and over-delivering, go beyond their expectations, hell, you're going to have some very happy customers that are going to come back time and time again. And that's money in your pocket. So you really maximize the potential of every single customer that comes to you. So what are your online marketing options? Well, honestly, they are limitless. There's dozens, if not hundreds of ways that you can market your business online. It's such a global market. There's so much potential out there and there's so many avenues that it really is beyond this course to go into specific detail. However, let's cover a few of the fundamentals so you can get a base understanding of your online marketing options. First of all, SEO, which is search engine optimization, is absolutely bloody essential. If you are not optimized for the search engines, the Google, the Yahoos, and the MSNs of this world, then, hey, you're not going to get any traffic. So if you have a webmaster, make sure that you have a fundamental understanding of SEO and make sure they're doing their job. And if you're your own webmaster, as many of us are, then hey, go study. If you're a member of the Manic Marketer community, then you'll know that there's a lot of resources in there for SEO. Go study and apply that knowledge and really help your business. This is one of the key things. It's free traffic. Because you don't pay to be in the search engines, you just get indexed. So make sure you're in there and you're applying good SEO principles to get your website up in the rankings for your key phrases. Another option is pay-per-click advertising. This can be very effective if done right, but hell, if you're not doing it right and if it's not controlled, it can be very expensive. There are many people out there every day who put tens of thousands of dollars into pay-per-click marketing, and you better make sure that you're making your money's worth out of that. We're actually putting out a special report on this very, very shortly. In fact, it may even be our first special report we put out as the Manic Marketer Crew, which shows you how to really optimize your pay-per-click campaigns and get the absolute best bang for your buck and not lose your shirt. There are many people out there who spend hundreds, if not thousands of dollars a day and get no return on it, and they're just throwing their money away. I don't want you to do that. So if you have a chance, go get that special report. It really will be an eye-opener for you. Okay, another option you have is creating an affiliate program. This can be an incredibly profitable way to create a virtual sales team of people who are not even involved with your business. They'll go out, promote your product for you. They may even do all the pay-per-click, the right articles, blog posts, whatever. And they get a little, you pay them a commission for that. And I've had people, when I've mentioned, creating an affiliate program, it's like, well, I don't want to pay other people to, a commission. That's my profit. Well, think of it this way. 10% of 100,000 sales is better than 100% of no sales. So put that in context and think about that for a minute. If you can give a 10% or even a 20% commission to an affiliate who's actively going out there and promoting your product, they're making money from you. Yes, they're eating into your profit margin. Yes, but you're making a hell of a lot more sales. You get whatever's left, and that's a great thing. Now, if you're selling physical goods, obviously your profit margin may be a lot less, and you've got to balance that out with, okay, the percentage you're offering versus your return on investment and all of that kind of thing. But if you're selling electronic products or digital downloads and stuff like that, then heck, you don't have physical costs behind that product that you have to mitigate every time you make a sale. You know, it's a limitless, endless loop of sales, so you can actually afford to pay a lot higher commission, and that's why a lot of people promote with clickbank and stuff like that, because they can get upwards of 50 to 75%. So that's a great incentive for affiliate marketers, and if you can do that with your business, that can be a highly profitable endeavor. Now, another great thing that is often overlooked by marketers is press releases. These are great for customers and attracting customer attention, as well as SEO. If you can find a way to put out regular press releases about things that are happening in your business that are actually very useful pieces of information, the press releases are great. Also, social networks are powerful additions to your marketing plan. Social bookmarking, Facebook, MySpace, all of those kind of Web 2.0 social networks can offer a lot of potential for marketing and traffic and backlinks. Again, we go into a lot more detail within the Manic Marketer kind of community, and we just want to touch on that and let you know that these are out there if you're not familiar with them. If you're already familiar with internet marketing, then you already know what I'm talking about and the power of social networks. Also, article marketing can be a highly effective marketing strategy for any business. People are always out there, they've got problems, they're looking for information, and your articles can present and pre-sell your customers and turn those readers of your articles into customers as they come back to your website. It's also great for SEO. You create one-way backlinks, which are very, very valuable tools for marketing. And we're actually putting out another course, just for another shameless plug, called the Article Marketing Commando, which shows you how you can create a six-figure business from article marketing, even if you have no existing online business. So keep an eye out for that. There should be a link on the Manic Marketer website there, or if you look under the product section, that there's links there to that. It's a very, very powerful course, and it can apply to any single business. So article marketing, I mean, some of the $20 million marketers, $20 million plus marketers, if I can speak, use article marketing to boost business. So